Hello, welcome to Seaopolis. I don't know, we still need to get an intro, but that's what we're going to go with today. Welcome back to this mod pack. So, we haven't done much off camera other than a little bit of AFKing. So, I did go AFK, and I have got myself just an abundance of stuff. The chests down below were completely filled. These block breakers were completely filled, and looking at the block breaker, these aren't very intelligent in that they, even if their inventory is still completely full, they will continue to try to break the block. So this thing was full up and sand was all in here. We had a bunch of stone and stuff over there. So I did make some frame drawers that kind of mimic what we've got going on. And we got all of that stuff here. So we have quite a bit of granite, quite a bit of diorite, quite a bit of andesite, a decent little amount of this soulstone cobble. Cobble itself, we've got quite a bit. And then, of course, sand and red sand we just looked at. So that did complete this quest in our chapter challenges. We have smooth stone, seared bricks, the wooden crucible, and then, of course, regular old terracotta. Now, I don't believe that this will work with a stained terracotta. I think we do need an actual terracotta. No, it doesn't work. Yeah, we do need to get the actual variant of it. Now, unfortunately, I don't think there's a way for us to change it. We can melt it into molten clay, and then I believe that the uses for molten clay, we can cast it back out as terracotta. So smelting it in the melter from Tinker's will allow us to actually get this quest without having to do a bunch of stuff. I also made a few more furnaces, as you can see, and these guys are just smelting up a bunch of stone and smooth stone. I do want to get 64 of these so that we can complete this quest here. And then we're going to dive back into our ceramics quest. So first things first, let's go ahead and make some snad. We talked about it a little bit last episode. It is just this guy right here, red snad. Now, this stuff does allow for us to make, or for things to grow faster, such as cactus and bamboo. Looks like sugarcane as well. You can place this down in the world, or apparently we can put it in a botany pot. That's pretty neat. We don't really need this at the moment, so we will just store it in here. And let's take a look at the old blast furnace. This guy is going to require a bunch of stuff. It's going to require some compressed cobblestone, which we have a ton of now. It's going to require a furnace, and then 3 fired crucibles, which I should have gone ahead and did some grinding to get the porcelain clay, but luckily for us, we can actually take the dust, and we can go ahead and make clay right over here. So let's figure this out real quick. We need 3 times 7, which is 21 porcelain clay, right? So that means clay itself, we're going to need 21 balls of clay. That makes 8. That is 12. 16. 20. 24. And we will just do that. So that is what we need, and it doesn't look like we're going to have enough dust to make this thing happen. So it's unfortunate, but I think when we get the smooth stone finish smelted up, we can actually put a piece of compressed smooth stone, this guy right here, and we can actually use this to generate ourselves some gravel, which is going to be very nice. So let's go ahead and continue to get our clay balls. Unfortunately, like I said, we do not have enough. We have enough to make 1 furnace, so we're going to need to start getting some more clay, or rather gravel, and start getting that stuff getting generated in the same way that we're generating cobble and stuff like that. So I think what we're going to do for now is probably repurpose this guy here. I will go underneath and break the dirt block and then put the smooth stone underneath there, get ourselves some gravel going, and hopefully we can get some sifted. I don't think we have any. We don't. That's crushed andesite. That's not going to work. Yeah. No gravel. So we're going to have to wait on that quest. What else can we do? We've got this guy going. I guess we can take a look into Tinker's. It wants us to make grout, which is sand, gravel, and clay. Again, we need a bunch of gravel. And a flint pickaxe head that we should be able to make. We should be able to take flint, come over here to the old part builder, throw this guy in. Flint pickaxe head, boom, done and dusted. We should also be able to do something like that and get ourselves a little bit better of a pickaxe. No? Stone. The mining speed goes up, the attack goes up. No, the mining speed actually goes down. And so does the durability. But it adds jagged, which I really don't know what that means. I think we're going to stick to the stone pickaxe then. Okay, let's deposit this somewhere else for now. It actually should go over here. Now, I did fail to mention that we did put some drawers over here. We did get ourselves quite a bit of logs. Surprisingly enough, we got 500 apples. So I went ahead and cleaned this drawer out of all the stuff. And then just put some drawers here. And I was mistaken in the botany pot. If we look up oak sapling, this will actually tell us what we can get from putting it in a botany pot. We can get saplings, we can get logs, we can get leaves, and we can get apples. We can't get sticks. So putting that was a mistake, no big deal. Looking in our quests here, I was looking at the wooden crucible, and this thing unfortunately is a bunch of logs and another fired crucible, and I think this is kind of a waste because we don't want the wooden crucible. We already have the fired crucible, which is a lot better, honestly. And then over here in Tinker's, this was just an oddball quest. We actually need to start with making grout, and then eventually getting into botany pots. So yeah, it's time for us to go ahead and grab the smooth stone, which is a quest complete. We will start smelting up more because we're going to need more of it. And let's go ahead and craft this bad boy, like so. And let's go change this dirt block out for the compressed smooth stone. Should be this guy, I believe. And we are going to get a little bit of water raining down on us. If we're quick, yep, we can change that out, no big deal. Perfect. So after this breaks this guy, we should start seeing potentially smooth stone, and we should see some gravel being broke here. Come on, don't call me a liar. Smooth stone it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back down here and I'm going to clean out this chest, because we're going to have a smooth stone and gravel being generated here. And we will put all this stuff in the drawers. And I guess it's kind of time to wait for a little bit of gravel to be produced. Or smooth stone, because we can hammer smooth stone down into gravel. Ooh, I forgot about that. Okay, well, as a matter of fact, we can hammer down this stuff. So let's wait for one more, and we will do some hammering. So we're still waiting on this to be smelted, but I was able to mash this guy down pretty quick, and now we're just going to sit here holding right click and get as much stuff as we can. Hopefully we'll get enough dust with this stack to where we can make the fired crucibles, maybe even the fourth one for the wooden crucible, or the oak crucible, and whilst this is going, we can let this guy continue on and get some more stuff. One thing to really note while we're just kind of sitting here sifting is this base is starting to get full up, right? We are going to need to expand this. So I was sitting here thinking about what we're going to do as far as a base and stuff like that, and all the way down in the useful items, we have the opportunity for this guy right here. It says building expansion. So this allows you to copy and paste your own structures or others. Join the Discord to share your designs or copy others. Place a gadget into your crafting bench before use. So we can spend 25 of our C-Bucks, which we haven't spent any of them, and we can get ourselves these guys right here. and we can actually join the Seaopolis Discord, I guess, and see what kind of designs are there, or at least copy this circle and build another one. Again, I'm not 100% sure what we want to do, but we do need to look at expansion. So between our sifting operation, our smelting operation, and now our gravel operation that's happening over here, we're able to make all of the stone barrels that we're going to need for this craft. So let's go ahead and get rid of these, and then we should be able to make all 4 of these. Perfect. We do need to smelt these down, which is the unfortunate thing. We're going to need to set those in there. We will grab ourselves 4 pieces of tiny coal, and then we should be able to get rolling with making the blast furnace. And what else did we need? Making some glass, and I saved some gravel here because I definitely didn't want to use it all. We're going to want some sand, gravel, we're going to want some clay. I'm going to need to smelt some more to get more clay. We don't have a lot of dust here. Ugh, I forgot about that. It's always such a pain. Modded is extremely grindy from time to time, so that's what we're dealing with. Luckily, though, we're going to have this guy, and we should be able to make both the wooden crucible, and we should be able to make the blast furnace. So wooden crucible should be some logs like so. Done and dusted, and then these guys here with stone like that? No. Oh, I need a furnace. That's right. So we're going to need a little bit more cobble. Luckily for us, we have that. We're going to need 1 extra piece of this guy. Those like that. A furnace. Then, like this. And these guys. Oh boy. Woo! Such a amazing craft for something so simple. So, the last quest that is in this tier in ceramics is wanting us to make a piece of glass, right? I guess let's just claim all those. So smelted sand in a blast furnace makes glass. Okay. The other way that we could make glass, and it's kind of cheaty, let's just use our tiny coal to our advantage and grab a stack of sand. We're doing a ton of smelting at the moment. Let's go ahead and use this guy. Oh, no. I'm dumb. Is we did break a little bit of glass over there to put the planks in, and we should be able to turn this into glass, if we can. So we can kind of cheese the quest that way, instead of doing it this way. But we'll let this smelt up, and we will get some glass. Perfect. That is ceramics taken care of. Now we have something going on right there. That's okay. Tinkers, we're going to need some grout. Here, we're going to need to get into tinkers. So, grout. Wants us to make 1. Now, to make 2 pieces of grout, you can use some sand and clay balls, and you can do this like the concrete recipe, but with clay instead of dye, and we can get 8 at a time. So for 4 sand, 4 gravel, and 1 clay, we need 8. That means we're going to need 8 clay, 32 sand, and 32 gravel to make a stack. And I think we should go ahead and make a stack, and I think that grout has to be smelted also in the blast furnace. It does. We got to watch that. Okay. Well, we need a little bit more gravel. Let's see how this thing is doing downstairs. We've got some of smooth stone that we can turn into gravel, and we can get the 8 pieces of clay that we're going to need. So we're going to need 32 dust. So yeah, more sifting, more hammering. We'll be back. Now, one thing I was just thinking about is we have a bunch of sand, we have a bunch of red sand. I think we ought to repurpose this guy, get rid of the sandstone, and go ahead and place down a piece of compressed smooth stone over here, just as we did right here, so that we can make maximum benefits out of, oh my goodness, out of our whole operation here. We'll clean this chest out of this stuff here, and now we should start getting clay and flint as well as smooth stone and stuff in this chest here, and that's just going to double our efforts, right? Eventually, what I was thinking about doing is we'll have this set up here, and we'll have it in a more permanent location, and we will be taking these items and putting them into drawers with upgrades and stuff like that, and we won't have to worry about what we're getting. Now, if we want a half stack of dust, we're going to need 2 stacks of actual dust. So that's going to require quite a bit of gravel sifting. We do have 28 smooth stone still, so I will go ahead and hammer this stuff down. And then we'll get to sifting. I have the sand. That was easy to procure. Now it's time to get ourselves a little bit more in the way of gravel and get some grout. Oh boy. You know, some days you're just tired and your brain doesn't function correctly. Today is that day. I don't need dust. I need clay, which we make from dust, sure. But for a crafting recipe, this is all we need. We need this, we need this, we need this, and that should give us a stack of grout, which completes the quest. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I did that. Let's get ourselves the tiny coal. Again, we should have some in here. Plenty. Okay. And bam. So now we're going to smelt this stuff into seared bricks. We have completed the grout. We need seared bricks. We need a seared heater, a seared melter, seared tank, a seared faucet. This wants a casting table and basin, and then, of course, getting into botany and hopper botany pots, which is cool. We can make another one of these. I wanted to anyway for spruce, so that will work out for us. But goodness, I was sitting here sifting, just doing my thing and going, why do I need all this dust? We already made the clay that we need. So yeah. Sometimes. And we can throw that in there. It will be taken down. And we have a stack of glass. We have... How many C-Bucks do we have? We have 121. That's how many quests we have completed. Oh my goodness. So for the chapter challenges, we're going to get the seared brick, and then we're going to need to melt terracotta down in a casting basin, and we can do that fairly easy. It should be fairly easy after we get the seared bricks. Now, I don't want to grab these and start crafting stuff because I want to go ahead and get the stack. So after all of that, we're moving into chapter 3, which is going to be some farming. And I think we're going to need to get into expanding the base, like in the next episode. Getting grass and grass blocks and growing all of these foods. And then, of course, there's different foods that we're going to be making here. We actually already made the cutting board. So we should pick that guy up. We kind of cheesed some iron. You know, I wouldn't consider it cheesing. We were just smart, right? You gotta be smart with what you're working with. So we can skip this section, and we can go into the flint sieving. And, ooh, how do we get you? We have to flint... Oh, we have to take sand. And we can get nickel from red sand and sand. We get niter from regular sand and tin. And we get copper from red sand. Oh, this is where we're going to be moving to next. So we're going to need to start sifting through a lot of the sand. That's okay. That is okay. We're going to let this guy run for a bit. And we're just going to wait on this to finish smelting, so that we can finish the quest that we're on before we get too far ahead. Pump the brakes. We're doing this slow. Alright, we got the 64 seared bricks. Perfect. quest complete, and we need to make a seared heater and then a seared melter. So let's go ahead and look up seared. Let's actually get into our crafting table. And a seared heater, pretty easy to make. A seared melter, again, not too bad. We do need to make a seared tank, which is going to require some of that glass that we smelted up. So let's go ahead and grab that. So we need a seared gauge, and then a seared melter. Perfect. Next should be the faucet, the tank, and the table and the basin. So if I'm correct, a table should be like that. It is. A basin should be the opposite. It is. We should be able to make a faucet like so. And then the last thing that we needed to make is the seared tank, which should be a piece of glass surrounded with seared bricks. Perfect. So that, for the most part, is Tinker's in a nutshell. We do need, however, to make ourselves a little bit of clay so that we can make a botany pot. So we don't have any fuel source in there, but we can go ahead and grab our tiny coal. Perfect. And we'll start smelting up the clay. Once we do that, we can then make the botany pot, which requires, it doesn't matter if we just need the flower pot, and then we need a little bit of terracotta. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are going to also need this guy, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We will then grab an oak sapling in preparation. You guys have seen this a dozen times. We'll make the hopper. The only thing that I'm going to show you different is I believe there is a recipe to where you can make the hopping botany pot before you even make a botany pot. So here's a regular botany pot. If we put a hopper, it will become a hopping botany. But we will put this in our inventory to get the quest. We will then put a hopper, put that in our inventory to get the quest. Bam, bam, bam. Nice. So, let's grab a drawer. Let's grab a piece of dirt. We'll put this guy here. That guy there, and this guy, boom. Like so. Now, the uses under this guy is we're going to get leaves, we're going to get logs, and we're going to get saplings. So I do want to make sure that we fill at least 2 slots. With this, maybe 3? Nah, let's let this thing go. Okay, let's claim all of our rewards, because that's quite a bit. That's 9 C-bucks. And let's head downstairs. I think we're going to need to set this guy up down here, because we're running out of room up there. So, I do believe that we need the seared heater, part of the smeltery. A solid fuel source for the melter. Can we use the tank? So we should be able to put the faucet here and then the casting basin down here. Does this work? Because if this works, it's going to save us a lot of time and effort. I was smelting up a little bit of lava. You'll see the compressed, crushed granite. So is this viable? If we use the heater, which is this guy here, we have to put things like charcoal in it, which is fine, but I'd rather not. It works. Oh, success. Success. I didn't know if this would work or not. So it uses a little bit of stuff here, but as you see, we're gonna have to pour out the molten clay and get our terracotta. in block form. And then we have to wait for this to harden, and then we can take it out. Click on this. It's going to be a pain, but we can speed this process up a little bit. So what we can do is we can move this guy and this guy up by a block, and then place a hopper underneath here. And then basically I can set my guy just right-clicking on the faucet here. So, with all of that being said, we're gonna do that. We're gonna get ourselves another wooden hopper, and we're going to make use of some automation. Now, I should have, don't, but I have enough right here. Should be able to make a chest, and then a wooden hopper, like so. We should then be able to take a few pieces of dirt and move this whole thing up by a block, right? And I do believe that this tank retains its inventory. I may be wrong, and nope, it looks like it does retain its inventory, which is good. That's real good. So the melter, we'll just go ahead and put the hopper down like so, and then the casting basin like that. We need one of our faucets. And I think we can take this even a step further. We should be able to pump items into here. 1 second. Okay, so that did look like it's working. We have the blue terracotta that just came in, and now I believe if we do something like that, this is completely automated. We put a lever, it's taking the terracotta, it's pulling it down here, it's hardening. This should get sucked out and go into the hopper. Success! Sorry, peaked my mic there. Okay, cool. So now all I have to do is just hang out, really, and let this thing do its thing. So, yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some more leaves in here because we've got quite a bit of leaves. 1, 2, 3. And we'll just make a little bit more dirt. We need some dirt. Looking at the quest lines in Chapter 3 for basic crops, we're going to need to sift some grass to start getting some of these seeds. And I remember seeing the golden melon for the feed upgrade that is in the backpack, so we're going to want to get ourselves some melons going. I don't know if we'll need any of this other stuff, but it would be nice to at least have the accessibility for the seeds. So we're going to want to get some grass, and this is a pretty easy little quest line to go down. We take seagrass, we throw it into water, that gives us grass. We take the grass and we craft it with dirt, and that makes grass blocks. And then we can sieve those to get seeds. So that's how we get all of these seeds. And once we have one of these seeds, we should be pretty well off. So, yeah, I think we're going to do a little bit of farming. We're going to finish out the chapter challenges today, but farming will wait till next time. And then we will start getting into some more advanced stuff like prismarine. Ooh, coral. Huh. Okay. Well, yeah. We're just going to wait. Patience, patience, patience. Patience is the key. And this thing takes forever. I should go grab... I did make 4 buckets of lava, so we should go ahead and fill our tank up. Just so that we can make sure this thing stays full. And since it retains its inventory, we might as well do this, and then put in the last bit of crushed granite that we have and make more lava. Why not? 1, 2, 3. The crushed granite, we can hold 4 of those. We can hold 4,000 buckets of lava in there, or 4,000 millibuckets, sorry, 4 buckets of lava. So we might as well put that in there, but... what? Oh, is this powering that? It is. So what if we do something like that? It looks like it's only powering this now. It shouldn't be powering the hopper. We should continue to have a flowing mass of terracotta coming in. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So yeah, now it's just a huge waiting game and cleaning up our inventory just a little bit. We are going to need more seared brick if we actually want to get into a more advanced Tinker's Smeltery, which I'm not sure. That was Tinker's 2. Tinker's 3 is where we get into an actual smeltery, so we're definitely going to want to do that. The amount of seared bricks that you have will make this thing bigger. The bigger that you make this, the more stuff that you can hold in it. Like right now, our little smeltery thing that we have going on down here can only hold 3 blocks at a time. Obviously, we can't make this thing any bigger, but we can make this guy bigger. So we're definitely going to want to look into more seared bricks. But this is another quest for another time. That's not now. Let's wait for our terracotta, our cheaty terracotta. All right, the terracotta is done, and that is... The chapter challenge is done, and for that, oh, we get a drawer controller. Oh, we get a drawer key, a drawer controller. Oh, man. Okay. Let's see. Can we make framed trim? Frame drawer, compactor drawer, framed trim, we can. It's just sticks and planks. That's a quantify key. We actually don't need that too much. Ooh. Let's put that in there. And now we can lock all of our drawers. So good, so good. Oh, man. Oh, man. Okay, so what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to... I don't have enough of this. I can make more, though. We need to get another frame drawer here, a frame drawer here. And actually, no. That should be fine. That should be fine. This we should be using an axe, but we have yet to make one, because why would we? Let me have this guy. You can go there. The drawer controller can go here. And if we get our other framed drawer, which is this bad boy, and I'm going to put flint in it, because we have a lot of flint. Let's put this like so. Lock the drawer key. Now we need to make 2 pieces of framed drawer trim. We need that. We need this. And then framed drawer trim. It's a plank. How are we missing a plank? Oh, I am missing a plank. I thought I grabbed this. Okay. Well, goodness, I told you my brain ain't working today. So let's take this. Can we make a glass trim? Oh. Oh, and it looks just like the glass. Obviously, it is trim. We know that. But now, if I were to have some diorite, some granite, some soulstone, sand, red sand, we have all of this stuff in our inventory, we can come up here and double right click on the drawer controller, and now it is all put away in its respective drawers. Oh, that is so good. And I think we should make some drawers that are just glass. We could easily fill up this whole wall and start cleaning up some of the more bulk items that we have. Stuff like smooth stone, we're going to need a drawer for. We can actually clear out the andesite, the cobblestone, and we should grab some more stuff. So far as it sits, we added 2 more drawers for gravel and smooth stone is actually filled up. That is pretty amazing. We did go AFK for a little while, breaking these guys here, and as you can see, we took the block breakers down, because not only is the smooth stone filled up here, but I also have both of these chests are almost full of smooth stone. So yeah, we have plenty. I might turn these 2 chests into gravel so we can start smelting that up. I've got more dirt going. We've got charcoal going. I've got grout going. Um, and I think that is chapter 2 complete. It is. So I think that's where we're going to leave off today. And next time we'll start with maybe some of the crops, and then definitely going to start doing some flint sieving, which is going to require us to flint a bunch of sand and red sand. So I'm probably going to start doing that off camera. We're just going to grab a stack of each at least and start doing some sieving. I need to do some more, probably need to do some more gravel sifting so that we can get some more clay. And yeah, like I said, I think that's where we're going to leave off today. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to hit that like button. If you're new here, consider subscribing. Hit the notification bell if you want to get notified when videos like this come out. And check the description for all the different ways to follow me. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.